my jewelry, and after I retrieved my items back, that was the end of it. I didn't care about nothing. You feel me? I had got subpoenaed.
He got subpoenaed. We know what a subpoena is, right? A writ ordering a person to attend court. A subpoena may be issued to compel an individual's attendance in court. A subpoena or witness summons. He was called to court to be a witness over what he already identified was an alleged incident where he had to retrieve his belongings.
They came and grabbed me and was like, "Oh, you need to show up to court."
What you mean came grab?
I had a warrant on my name. They came to my...
You see what Cuz just said? It went from a subpoena to a warrant. It's not a warrant, it's a subpoena. You are a victim. You are a witness to a crime. You need to come to court and tell us about the crime that you either witnessed or were a victim of. That's what that is. It's not a warrant like they would come to lock you up like you're the criminal. So you don't get warrants, nigga, you get subpoenas. How would law enforcement know I had got my chains repossessed if I didn't alert them, if I didn't tell them? I would first at least have to make a statement in order for an investigation to be conducted, for a suspect to be identified, for said suspect to be apprehended, and for court proceedings to commence. Is everybody with me? If something happens, the police don't know about it unless somebody alerts law enforcement.
Here go the next question. For them to come grab you, did the jeweler give them your name? Or why did they want to grab you and talk to you?
I have no idea. The DA, so when whatever alleged event, right? I called bro out for a fade.
But why?
Well, the alleged event, you feel me?
Let me help idiots out there. This is how to not be a snitch for dummies, right? If you're saying that the event is alleged, you are saying that people are saying this thing happened, but you're taking the position that the event didn't happen, right? So if you're taking the position that the event didn't happen, you're denying the event. Then you can't say that you wanted to fight somebody over an event that you're denying happening. So you're actually confirming that X4 robbed you. Who let this nigga come on No Jumper, man? Baby Runner, this was a horrible motherfucking idea because this just validates everything X4 said on that phone call to Ant Jefe.
And then on top of that, I had to pay to get my own jewelry back from the jeweler.
Like the legendary star from the Star Report says, pay attention, he's snitching.
He facing life.
So he facing life. If you're being told that a nigga's facing life and the situation is over you don't feel compelled to derail that case, to affirm the man's innocence, to go out of your way to make sure this nigga don't get a LWOP. And this is why X4 is mad. Because this nigga foul, and anybody who claims to be a member of any gang, let alone his gang, his community, is foul as fuck for fucking with the nigga who doing that, period.
This person is facing life because of me, right? The DA,
You didn't say nothing.
Yeah, I didn't say nothing. There's no paperwork on me.
But then how does he have charges?
The DA told me, what you did don't even matter. Like, your situation doesn't even matter. He's facing these other cases.
Do you understand that Adam just asked $1 million question and that nigga just act like that didn't happen? All right, what's going on? This your good brother, GRLA Hebrew. And yeah, we back for the No Jumper Rebound, where I react to No Jumper content. You know, pardon me, I'm just moving into this new spot. I ain't got my office and studio set up, so I'm in the kitchen. We trapping in the kitchen. We back in the kitchen with it. Listen, man, I'm running around these Atlanta streets tonight. I see a video drop up on No Jumper. Adam and Wack, special guest. I clicks the link. I start hearing this boy talk about the situation that Poetin Flakko alleged got X4 locked up right now. Now this hot news. Poetin Flakko seemingly leaked a whole lot of information that was not widely known to the public. That was a big deal. So this is the follow-up. This dude's bringing, or at least allegedly bringing some clarity, some clarification to the situation. So yeah, he was saying a lot. And I said, man, let me hurry up and get home. I raced home. nigga, let me hurry up and get home and react to this, man, cause this is hot. This is some real hot news right now. And I think he said some very interesting things. And typically I like to react live, but I watched about 17 minutes, I think. I watched like 17 minutes of this, and it was still a lot more to go. So let's sit back, relax, enjoy, and let's react to this. Cause this shit getting tricky. It's getting tricky, Mickey, and sticky around this motherfucker, y'all. Trust me, let's go.
Flakko really took it upon himself to just bust the whole thing open in a video that he put out maybe a week or two ago. And he...
Hey, before we go any further though, hey, don't mind this Miami shit, you know, this is fresh as hell, you know, me and West though, but Seahawks this Sunday. I just want that on the record. Let's go.
Basically said, if you guys are okay with me paraphrasing, he said that our man Khalid right here was in a studio session at DJ Flip's studio, and the X4 busted into the studio session and basically started just taking shit, robbing shit. And then at one point, the rapper Lil Yee, who's from the Bay Area, I believe, who it was reported that he got shot a little while back. It turns out, according to Flakko, this is the same situation. Lil Yee starts to like walk into the studio. He's not from around here. He probably didn't know what the was going on. And according to him, X4 shot him.
Oh shit! I don't know nothing about
this. Is what Flakko said in his video.
Okay, I'm listening.
And so
all this is new. I didn't know what the.
A lot of people were very shocked that Flakko was willing to put out such serious allegations.
So what did this dude, Lil Yee?
But Lil Yee,
yeah, he
got shot a couple of times. I think he's all right. I talked to him on the gram a little bit.
Did he say anything, or he just hadn't said anything?
According to him, I believe, because he put out a statement basically saying that he never snitched on anybody, and I think even denying the whole thing, saying he never got robbed, all this stuff.
Oh,
I don't know if he's saying that because it's true or if he's saying that because he just don't want to talk about it.
He's saying that because it didn't happen. So okay, Lil Yee, that's what he's saying.
Okay, but so Flakko put out this video, and it's just been like a lot of rumors. A lot of people thought that like DJ Flip was the person who was getting robbed in the whole situation. Flip put out a statement basically saying it was not him. But all I know is that X4 is facing serious charges right now about this situation.
Okay, so here's the thing. What I know. I just learned from you about this Lil Yee dude.
Okay.
So he says he has nothing to do with it. Nobody did anything to him. Lil Flip says, DJ Flip says he had nothing to do with it. Nobody did nothing to him.
He wasn't there even though it's his studio, I believe.
On my understanding, he just went to retrieve his jewelry from a location and left.
Who did? X4?
No, our guy here.
Okay.
So
Wack don't even know Cud's name. Our guy, who is this nigga? Who is he? Can anybody tell me Friday's real name?
he's not, from my understanding. The dumbest shit happened, allegedly. Because I'm trying to figure out, well, because they put all this audio out of X4 saying that Baby Runner and 4 Extras
are hanging out with a snitch, but that it's a non-affiliate. I was wondering who the fits that description. Flakko says it's him.
But here's the thing. Baby Runner was hanging out. Who was it? Was it that DJ Flip at Cam Capone? Who was that Cam Capone with it? Who was they saying he running around with?
No, but I think they're accusing 4 Extra and Baby Runner of being cool with him.
Don't you produce beats?
Yeah, I produce for everybody.
You produce for everybody.
Everybody.
And not a member.
No, he's a
I'm a civilian.
He's a civilian. He don't gang bang or nothing, right?
Yeah.
So, from my understanding, Baby Runner made the intro to everybody, to that whole team, as far as outside cats coming in.
Baby Runner had nothing to do with my
No, but I'm going from the.
This is letting me know that Baby Runner put this whole thing together. Baby Runner called Wack, and he orchestrated this whole play so this dude could come and sit up on the platform and do this interview. Of course, it's hot enough because of the level of allegation that Flakko just covered it, etc. It's hot enough. But just by what Wack is saying, He's getting all of his information from Baby Runner. Baby Runner is who connected this whole thing, for sure.
Baby Runner didn't introduce me to X4. So one of my homies that have nothing to do with Flip, Baby Runner, the studio, or nothing had introduced me to X4.
So you know him on some...
So I had my own personal relationship with bro, you feel me? And then that's when it started getting blended in like with on some team shit, which then Baby Runner was like, yo, bro ain't niggas ain't coming to the studio, woo, we ain't fucking with bro for whatever reason, woo, woo. So my business with bro, because I was working on a tape with him on some business.
With
X4.
With X4, you feel me? So we had already had like 5, 6 songs for the tape, doing like 13, 14, 15, you feel me? He had this time limit that he had to turn in his tape. We had established a cool connection, we was cool. So we was working outside of...
Is this an Interscope project? If you had Interscope?
I believe so. So we was outside of a Flip, a Runner, that had nothing to do with none of them at all. So yeah, like that's it. And then the alleged event, you feel me? I went to go retrieve my jewelry, and after I retrieved my items back, that was the end of it.
You hear what he said, right? Everybody pay attention to that. He talking about an alleged event and then a retrieval of items. An alleged event and a retrieval of items. Keep that in mind.
I didn't care about nothing. You feel me? I had got subpoenaed. They came and grabbed me and was like...
He said he got what? Subpoenaed, right?
My jewelry, and after I retrieved my items back, that was the end of it. I didn't care about nothing. You feel me? I had got subpoenaed.
He got subpoenaed. We know what a subpoena is, right? Let's just, for everybody out there, subpoena, right? Spelled it wrong. A writ ordering a person to attend court. A summon, to summon somebody with a subpoena, right? That means to subpoena somebody. Someone let them know, you got to come to court. A subpoena may be issued to compel an individual's attendance in court. A subpoena or witness. Witness summons is a writ issued by a government agency, most often a court, to compel testimony by a witness or production of evidence under penalty of a failure, or under a penalty for failure, right? Subpoenaed. He was called to court to be a witness over what he already identified was an alleged incident where he had to retrieve his belongings. Well, if there was an incident that led to you having to retrieve your belongings, that means somehow you lost possession of your belongings. Now, that could happen in a multitude of ways. You could have dropped them. You could have lost them. You could have left them in a car and the car got towed, right? Various things can happen that will cause you to lose possession of your belongings. But he's identifying that there was an incident, and somehow in that incident, he lost possession of belongings that were rightfully his, and later he had to retrieve them, and he was subpoenaed. Let's keep all that in mind.
They came and grabbed me and was like, oh, you need to show up to court.
What you mean came grab?
I had a warrant on my name. They came to my...
You see what Cud just said? It went from a subpoena to a warrant. It's not a warrant, it's a subpoena. You are a victim. You are a witness to a crime. You need to come to court and tell us about the crime that you either witnessed or were a victim of. That's what that is. It's not a warrant like they would come to lock you up like you're the criminal. You already admittedly are not the criminal. You are a law-abiding citizen or a civilian. So you don't get warrants, nigga. You get subpoenas. See how the narrative, he just tried to switch the narrative. That was a sleight of hand. Now the nigga, it's a warrant. No, it's a subpoena. You are a witness. Let's go.
My house and grab me and say, you showing up to this court date. And I'm like, they've been blowing me up, DA calling me. I'm like, I'm not saying, I don't know what's going on.
But you had a warrant.
They're blowing you up. The DA is calling you. Okay. So the allegation is, because he talks about an alleged incident. By what X4 talked about to Young Ant Jefe, if you haven't seen that, please go watch it, or go watch Flakko's video where segments of that audio is. It's alleged that X4 skinned something. X4 skinned Cud, robbed Cud, took her jewelry up off him, snatched his chains, right? Now the DA calling you. How does the district attorney know that somebody took your shit from you? Can anybody out there in TV land, in the comments, how would the district attorney find out that you, like, I got chains on right now. I just came from the store over here by my house, right? Let's say, God forbid, I was just at the store, a nigga, boom. Hey, nigga, up the chains. I come up off it, right? How would law enforcement know I had got my chains repossessed if I didn't alert them, if I didn't tell them? I would first at least have to make a statement in order for an investigation to be conducted, for a suspect to be identified, for said suspect to be apprehended, and for court proceedings to commence. Is everybody with me? Am I tripping? Right? If something happens, the police don't know about it unless somebody alerts law enforcement. Okay? This isn't Minority Report. Remember Minority Report? They used to have them 3 triplets who were psychic and they could wake up before a crime was committed and they'll send the cops and the cops will come arrest you right before you commit the crime. No, that ain't how this shit works. In order for the police to know a crime was committed, somebody had to pass that information along. So the reason why the DA is calling you, because you, sensibly at least, from what you're saying, the only thing that makes sense is that you alerted law enforcement that you had your motherfucking jewelry repossessed, my nigga. Which is why X4's saying niggas is hanging with a snitch. Right? And there's plenty of snitches now that will write a statement to the police, that will tell in the interrogation room and get cold feet when it comes to take the stand and to have the person you're accusing face you. Because that's more formal. That's more official. Now you in them court documents. This nigga came and witnessed, boom, his testimony is documented. Nigga saw you in the courtroom. The nigga you telling on is sitting there looking at you. That's a little bit more permanent. That's a little bit more solidified snitching in people's minds. But if you already is telling in the motherfucking police car, in the interrogation room, you're already pointing fingers at niggas that victimize you, you're already snitching, my nigga. That's the only reason the DA would be calling you, right? Just a few months ago, there was an incident at a very popular viral food establishment here in Atlanta. Went viral many times. I've been up there. I've been viral on there many times. I go up there routine, going to get some food. YNs come in there, spark the motherfucking place. I'm talking about spark the motherfucking place. I'm sitting in there minding my business. The police come, lock us all in there. They take everybody. They take his statements, right? What do I tell them? I don't know nothing. I ain't see nothing. All I know is I heard gunshots. I got down. Guess what? The DA ain't calling my phone. They're not subpoenaing me to testify because when they initially took my statement, I made them aware that I had no information to give them. So it would be no point in them subpoenaing me for me to come up to the courthouse because I've already shown I don't have any information, right? When I was 14 years old and I got shot last day of 8th grade, when the police came, they pulled me out of summer school, right? After the incident happened, a couple weeks later, because it was the last day of 8th grade and we had summer school. Boom, I'm in summer school. They pulled me out of summer school, 2 detectives. They showing me photo lineups. Now, you know, the individual who busted on me, you know, and this is not a secret. You know, the Bloods in the area I got shot at, which is Oceanside, California, are vast majority Polynesian Samoan, you know. So there was a Samoan assailant that was described by various of the witnesses that was there. So they pulled me out at a summer school. They showing me 6-pack lineups, photos of a bunch of Samoans. And I looked right at the motherfucking police and said, man, all Samoans look alike to me. I can't help you. I can't identify anybody. Right? Guess what? DA ain't called my motherfucking phone. The detectives ain't called my motherfucking. They saw from their initial contact with me that I was not going to be helpful. I was not going to be informative. I didn't have any information to help them with their investigation. Right? And guess what happened in them situations? Oh, nobody ever even got locked up because nobody had info. You see that? So when people get locked up and people get subpoenaed and people get compelled to come to court, it's because information, typically now, I'm not going to say absolutely, but typically in majority of the cases, it's because you gave some information that would lead the DA and or the detectives to believe that you are going to be useful and valuable in convicting this motherfucker in court. This nigga's playing games, y'all. Pay attention.
Warrant for what?
I had
to show up
to court.
But they weren't accusing you of a crime. They were saying that you had a warrant to testify or to give them information.
Yeah, they needed me there for whatever reason.
Oh.
It's not a warrant, it's a subpoena, and it's not for whatever reason, nigga. It's to tell what happened.
Okay.
You feel me?
Well, I think what happened was the person that turned in the real evidence, allegedly it's a video. Right?
Right.
From the jeweler.
Right.
The jeweler turns in, well, actually, you know what? Let's rewind.
Why would the jeweler have a video? Why would the jeweler have a video? The jeweler? So wait, the jeweler turned in the video? Because allegedly the incident occurred at a studio, not at a jewelry store. But allegedly after there was a repossession of the jewelry, then the jewelry was later sold at a jewelry store. And then said individual Khalid there went and retrieved the jewelry from the jewelry store for a nominal fee. Well, how would the police know that this individual had the jewelry? The jeweler in question, if they didn't receive the information from the victim. And then when the police go, of course, the legitimate business person, in which that is the jeweler, would turn over surveillance, security tape of the individual coming in and selling them the jewelry. Boom. That would be X4 caught red-handed. But that would only be information that the police would have available if Khalid informed them of it. Snitching. I'm just from, he's up here to try to clear his name. And we're not 10 minutes in, and the only thing that he's done, at least in my mind, as somebody who's lived a life of crime, praise the Lord for deliverance and repentance. Of course, I'm out of that lifestyle, but I spent enough time in it and still am connected with enough individuals who are going through their own court proceedings and things like that to know exactly what the fuck this sound like. This sound like this nigga here in this sweatsuit smoking this blunt is a motherfucking snitch. Point blank, period.
Yeah, because we got to break down what actually happened that night. You're saying that you weren't actually engineering a studio session that night. You had just gone there to get some jewelry?
I'm saying the...
Notice how Adam realizes none of this shit is making any sense.
The whole Lil Yee and DJ Flip what the internet is talking about, that's a lie. Like,
so it seems like the incident where Lil Yee got shot was a different incident from this nigga getting robbed. So what happened was when Poetin Flakko got the information, he convoluted two different situations, right? Or whoever gave him the information convoluted the two situations. These are two separate incidents. That's what's apparent, right? But that don't mean that this nigga ain't snitch.
I don't know Lil Yee. I've never seen that man before in my life.
So he wasn't there
at all. I don't... From what the internet or what my understanding is, that's a whole separate issue that
I'm on some real shit
that bro's dealing with. That got nothing to do with me at all. All. Like at all. That's from what I know. I don't know too much. I don't know nothing about
They can't just put that
so
on
that
X4 when you out here rapping. I don't know where you from. Lil Yee.
Up north.
I think he from like the Bay or something like that.
Black?
Yeah.
Okay, so you never know. You know, niggas be down there playing with women and you know, you never know if a motherfucker follow you in. You never know.
Right.
So, but I don't think X4 knew him in any way. So
that's what I'm saying.
So when Flakko put that story out there, it was kind of crazy to be like, whoa, like that sounds insanely reckless.
Yeah, that's a separate story on its own.
Because here's the thing. He don't got that charge.
He doesn't. So you know what he's charged with?
I don't think he has that charge. I just think he got a I think he got a robbery. From what he's saying, he got a robbery, armed robbery, something like that, right? He don't got no attempted murders or assault with a deadly weapon. So whatever's going on with Lil Yee,
that don't got nothing to
do with it. Because he's at the studio, right?
Zero.
So here go the next question. For them to come grab you, did the jeweler give them your name, or why did they want to grab you and talk to you?
I have no the DA, so I'm a civilian, right? I don't got no one that could help me with nothing. My own involvement with X4 was me and his personal relationship, right? When whatever alleged event, right? I called bro out for a fade. And
called who out for a fade?
X4. You feel me? And
but why?
Well, the alleged event, you feel me?
Why? The alleged event. If the event is alleged, okay, so let me help idiots out there. This is how to not be a snitch for dummies, right? If you're saying that the event is alleged, you are saying that people are saying this thing happened, but you're taking the position that the event didn't happen, right? So if you're taking the position that the event didn't happen, you're denying the event. Then you can't say that you wanted to fight somebody over an event that you're denying happening. So you're actually confirming that X4 robbed you. Who let this nigga come on No Jumper, man? This Baby Runner, this was a horrible motherfucking idea, because this just validates everything X4 said on that phone call to Ant Jefe. It validates everything.
Y'all had an issue.
Yeah, we had an issue.
So what happened when you called him out for a fade?
Bro denied my fade and would rather play with toys and when they involve people's family and shit like that. You feel me? So you feel me? I ain't got no. I'm from nowhere.
Well, X4 is kind of little dude.
Yeah, for sure.
X4 does not really seem terribly concerned with fisticuffs.
Right.
Yeah, he's a little dude.
The charges we've heard in the past, videos we've seen of him in the past, they weren't squabble footage.
Right. So I and then on top of that, I had to pay to get my own jewelry back from the jeweler.
Hey man, like Star says, like the legendary Star from the Star Report says, pay attention, he's snitching. He's snitching. Pay attention, he's snitching. Nigga snitching, cuz. I had to go pay to get my jewelry. Okay, so there was so you're confirming that your jewelry was repossessed and you had to go buy it back from the jeweler. Why would the jeweler make you buy your own jewelry back? Oh, because your jeweler bought the jewelry off of X4 who stole it off you. Everybody know what go on, man. You strip a nigga down, you go to the jeweler, especially in LA. You strip a nigga down, you go to the jeweler, he buy that motherfucker up off you. Right? Simple as that. Everybody know that.
From my understanding, there was some type of exchange or between, I don't know.
You are confirming the crime. Expo stripped you, busted it down, and then informed you where to go, where he busted it down at, and you went and bought the shit back. And then you put the police in the business, and then the jeweler had to forward the footage of Expo coming and selling it to him. Now Expo's in a motherfucking clanker. You see how that work? Snitching.
And I had to pay to get my shit back. So as a normal civilian,
but you didn't pay X4. You paid
hell
the jeweler.
No, the jeweler. I had to pay the jeweler to get my shit back.
X4 never handed you anything.
Never.
So what we doing is,
let me explain something. What's the nigga name? Khalid Brooks. You had one motherfucking job. Baby Runner sent you up there for one job to clean this up and not make it look like he was a party to a nigga snitching on a little homie from his hood, X4. That was your one assignment, right? Wack's there to guide you through that process. You're making it so hard. Wack don't even know what to say right now. Watch Wack. This is Wack now. We know Wack always got plenty words. Watch Wack.
The jeweler. I had to pay the jeweler to get my shit back.
X4 never handed you anything.
Never.
So what we doing is DJ Flip, this Yee dude.
He got nothing to work with there. Wack got to reiterate from the top. Wack got to take it from the top now. Because what this nigga just did, look at this nigga looking like a clown too. Look at his face, cuz. What he's done is verify that he is a snitch. That he cooperated. He might not have went all the way through with taking the stand, but up until a point, cuz cooperated. For sure. He's telling us this.
Now, they had nothing to do with it. Now, I heard some crazy shit.
You see it? He starts to reiterate. Now he has to brainstorm on how to clean this shit up. It's bad. He knows it's bad. He knows how bad this is right now.
I heard that this dude tried to tell you Baby Runner has something to do with this.
For whatever reason, right? Look,
did them words come out that dude's mouth? Cause you and Baby Runner good. Baby Runner living and dying by you.
Right. So
I'm gonna keep it real. He didn't told me, hey Wack, you ever hear this name? This is Baby Runner and told me. You ever hear these names in the street or anything caught up? Bro, try to put the fire out. If not, call me.
Right.
That's my team. That's who I'm building with.
Right.
They part of my, you know what I'm saying? So I know when people is on that, that's like Adam.
Right.
Motherfucker can't come tell me. Everybody around me that knows me, if they hear about something weird going on with Adam, they gonna kill it right there. They gonna tell me.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Right. So I don't.
So Baby Runner, like I said, Baby Runner didn't even know I was really fucking with bro like that. This was some like I said, I had
some
met
personal
bro,
shit. I
had met bro outside of that, and once whatever was going on with they politics, not Baby Runner, but X4's politics, like I was just in the middle of it because I'm a civilian, I'm a producer.
I see what you're doing. You producing X4 out, you might get a single.
Baby Runner was just like, yo, niggas can't come to the studio right now, boom. And he probably X4 probably felt a certain type of way because his homies, whatever they got going on, woo woo. And I'm in the middle and it got nothing to do with me.
So was it a time that Runner was up there and X4?
So what that's showing is that Runner is tight with DJ Flip, is DJ Flip's studio. So once Runner and 4 Extras and them got on the outs with X4, that veto came down, hey, X4 can't come up here to this studio. This little nigga, he working on that team. So now he like, hey, cuz you can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't come up here, but I can still work with you elsewhere, right?
4 called to come up and you told him he couldn't come up?
No, it wasn't a time where Runner was up there and I told him that. It was a time where X4 was trying to come up to the stool and I'm like, yeah, bro, we can't work here, nigga. We gotta work somewhere else. So yeah,
just not there.
That's what we was doing. We was working at the original spot that I had met bro at. You feel me?
Because you gotta remember this alleged shooting happened like very soon after. Like we shot that video here with X4, Brick, Spody Face wasn't there because he was locked up, but like you know, they were, and 4 Extra, they were all cool at this time. They fall out, and then there's not that much time that goes by before this alleged shooting incident happens. And also Flakko in that video said that X4 like shot up a whip that 4 Extra was in or some shit. Like that was another one of the crazy accusations he put out there that like I kind of heard it whispered, but I had never heard anybody say it online.
We've already established that this Yee dude ain't got nothing to do with X4.
I don't think so. Not
Zero.
Yeah.
There's nothing to do. If some shit just, cause some other shit was going on, cool. We don't even know if it was the same day, earlier that day, later on that day. Shit be happening like that, right? It ain't gotta have nothing to do with the dude. The thing about it is, so the police arrested you and made you go to court.
Yeah. They can't.
Subpoenaed.
And grab me. They've been trying to call me for the longest to try to get me to. I told them, I don't know nothing. I don't know what's going on. I got my shit back. That was it. I never spoke to that nigga. Never heard nothing from that nigga. Never spoke to nobody. Ain't no paperwork on me testifying for bro.
Yeah, because you didn't go all the way through with it. But you still put the police in the business, my nigga. That's the only reason X4 is in jail for this. That's the only reason anybody know anything. Because you put law enforcement in the business.
I ain't say nothing.
So when you went to court, what happened?
Nothing. The DA told me, we don't need you to testify. We just need you to just to be here, for your body to be here.
Now that's possible. The victim's here, right? But you may not be needed to testify after you put detectives on the jeweler and the jeweler went and forwarded a motherfucking videotape. Cause now the nigga's on camera, right? And there might be cameras at the studio. So now we don't necessarily need you to come say what happened. Nigga, we got video. It's in 4K. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
And I'm like, well, I'm not saying nothing. Like, we don't need you to say nothing. Like, he facing life for whatever prior cases that he has that has nothing to do with you.
So he facing life, I would assume, because he got strikes. So if you're being told that a nigga's facing life and the situation is over you don't feel compelled to derail that case, to affirm the man's innocence, to go out of your way to make sure this nigga don't get a LWOP. And this is why X4 is mad. Because this nigga foul, and anybody who claims to be a member of any gang, let alone his gang, his community, is foul as fuck for fucking with the nigga. Who doing that? Period.
So they bring X4 into court.
No, they don't.
You never saw him?
No, never saw, bro.
So you just go?
Yeah, I go, and then the DA's like, I'm gonna tell the judge to tell you to come back on this date, but you don't have to come. Unless, she's like, I'm gonna tell the judge to tell you to come back on this date unless the DI advises you otherwise, but you don't have to come, you're good, boo, boo, boo. So boom.
Now once the judge tell you that your ass got that.
Yeah, so boom, I seen the.
Also, I'm gonna give you another scenario. You show up, boom, yeah, this the victim, we got the tape. Now they're using that to compel his lawyer to come to a deal so it don't even got to go to trial, so you never even have to take the stand. They see you iffy. All right, look, he a little iffy. He don't want to be outed. You know, he ain't a street person, but he's affiliated with street people because he do business with them. He fuck with the rappers. We got the tape. We don't really need him. Let him come here. Look, judge, this the victim. This the victim. See, we got the tape. He robbed them here. He sold the jury here. Boom, boom. All right, look at his attorney. All right, what you want to do? You see we got him. You see the victims here. You see we got him right. Come on. You see what I'm saying? Come on, man. Criminals out there, you know what the fuck going on. Y'all niggas know. Niggas in the streets, y'all know right exactly what's going on.
The judge in the next 2 minutes, she's like, oh, you got to come back this day, boo, boo. The DA told me I ain't got to come. That was the last I spoke to the DA, heard from the DA. I ain't spoke to nobody, heard nothing from nobody. I don't know nothing. Like, that was it.
Because on the X4.
Because there's no trick. Because they went to trial and they're trying to get him to take a deal. They levy that L up over his head and they're not going to give him the L, right? Not with what's who in office right now? Newsom. With Newsom in office, y'all know Newsom is trying to scale back some of these sentences. Everybody know that. He freeing lifers, doing all the shit. All right, smooth. So we're going to hold the L over his head. So then when we come with the deal, they're going to bite on the deal because they're going to be worried about the L coming to court. We got him on tape. We got the victim. You see what I'm saying? That's all. He was a part of the play against X4 in the court by the district attorney, by the prosecutor, my nigga. And gang members is fucking with cuz? Oh, never.
For a phone call with Ant Jefe, X4 was basically saying 4 Extra and Baby Runner are hanging out with the dude who's telling on me, and they're saying that it's all good because it's not a member of the Rollin 40s, it's a civilian. So they think that it's cool, but how the fuck are y'all kicking it with somebody who's telling on me?
Okay.
You're saying that is basically like a misunderstanding by X4.
He's saying he didn't tell.
Right.
But another thing with Baby Runner and them is.
So he's saying he didn't tell, but if I'm in jail for a crime against the individual, right? And I'm getting on the phone with my lawyer, I'm going on visits with my lawyer, they know who's saying what, cuz. The fuck are we talking about? They know right who's saying what. Be for real.
saying is that when they said that's a thing going on with 2 civilians, they're saying that X4 ain't from their neighborhood.
Well, okay.
Okay. Has X4 got a put off? Has X4 got a put off? Did X4 tell on something? Is there black and white that X4 told on somebody? Is there black and white convicting X4 of a sexual offense? No. Okay, so if he ain't tell, if he ain't drop out, if he ain't get put off, if he ain't on Megan's Law, how can we just declare he's not from somebody's hood? Oh, we don't like him no more. He went against the homies. So he ain't from the set no more. We all know that's not how the shit works. We all know, especially when you have coming from a community as large as the 40s, you know, the 40s got multiple sides, right? The Park, the Dark, the Ave, the Western side, all the shit, right? That there's going to be people in that community that don't like you, that don't like certain members, and are going to be beloved by other members. It's just the nature of coming from a community, and unfortunately, we have a lot of crab in the barrel mentality in our communities and things like that. So we know for one reason or another, a nigga will justify disliking you even though y'all represent the same thing, right? So you can't just wake up one day because you mad at a nigga and tell a nigga he's not from the set, right? You gotta push politics. You gotta politic a put off, right? But you can't just wake up, oh, he ain't from the set, but he ain't got to put off, he ain't told on nobody, he ain't on Megan's Law, he ain't drop out. How he not from the set? Because you don't like him? That ain't how shit work. And then you hanging with a motherfucker cooperating against him? Not cool. Under any stretch of the imagination or circumstance. Not cool.
This is what they're saying. So
if he's a civilian, he's a civilian as of like very recently.
I guess so. You know,
he would say otherwise.
Whatever, of course he would, right? So he's a civilian. He's telling you that. So what Baby Runner's saying, that's 2 civilians who had business with each other. As he said, he got business with X4.
Yeah.
Got nothing to do with Baby Runner.
Not or Flip.
Or Flip.
Or Flip.
So he's like,
Flip has zero involvement
you can't
with
pull
this.
me into something. And from what he's saying, when he went to court, he ain't say nothing in the court.
Nothing.
Right.
And you know what I mean? So I'm pretty sure.
Now, again, I'm sure he didn't say anything at court, right? I'm sure he spoke to black and white and the motherfuckers riding, motherfuckers, polices and detectives, patrolmen and detectives. I'm sure he spoke to them. I'm sure he showed up as the DA asked to just show up and show we have the victim here, right? You still cooperated, pimp. You just didn't go all the way through, but you still cooperated.
Sure dude got other court dates. From my understanding, his real problem lies in the jeweler, the pawn shop or whatever.
Right. I would think the jeweler told me that whatever certain exchange was made, that there's money, like woo, which is why I had to pay to get my shit back. Cause the jeweler felt uncomfortable. I told him, hey, woo, this is my shit. The jeweler know me. He know me. X4 gon' tell me where my jewelry at. You know what I'm saying?
By you confirming that X4 told you where your jewelry is you inferring that X4 is the one that took the jewelry there. How did he know your jewelry was there? Either he took it there himself, or he got it off somebody and took it there, which infers that either he or a party that he is conspiring with and cohort with is the one that took the jewelry from you. Snitching!
So
over the phone.
Now again, sometimes people call shit snitching, it's not snitching. If X4 wasn't in jail right now, this wouldn't be snitching. If you telling a story about X4 stripping you down and you ain't go tell the authorities and it just is what it is, the authorities ain't finna go lock a nigga up just because somebody told a story about a nigga robbing a nigga on the YouTube. But once you tell them that information and they lock him up, you tell him now. He's in jail now, right? For this, snitching.
from jail or before he got locked up?
No, yeah. It was a conversation, you know. Nigga gonna tell me where my jewelry at, like, you know. So
you're calling, crying, pleading, and next folk go, hey, cuz, yeah, cuz, bitch ass nigga, cuz, yeah, cuz, you know the jeweler got a cuz. Get it from the jeweler, bitch ass nigga, cuz, 40 crib. That's how that went. It was a conversation. No, that's how that conversation went.
I don't know why a nigga did that, but yeah. So a nigga went to go grab my
jewelry.
That's how I knew what my shit was. Nigga gonna tell me like, oh,
this nigga is so motherfucking game goofy, cuz. He's so, look at Wack, dog. Like, if this motherfucking OG shit. Let me explain something to you, man. Right? Wack and how Wack operates in these situations. Wack typically does a whole lot more talking than he's doing in this interview, right? Khalid Brooks, if you was a smart nigga, you would have let Wack guide this whole conversation and you would have contributed minimum input and let Wack paint the picture and narrative. And then you just add in some details and let him put it together, right? Because he's good at that. But you're doing a whole lot more talking than you rightfully should here, and you ain't doing nothing but telling on yourself that you told on X4.
oh yeah, woo. I'm like, okay, well, nigga, I called a jeweler, like, I need my shit. And he like, you feel me?
Now, here go the thing. Just because somebody could tell you where your jewelry at, don't mean they the one took it there.
Right.
I could be with my homies.
You're right. You're 100% right, Wack. But he told the police that that's the nigga that took the jewelry. And then when he told the police about the jeweler went and furnished videotape likely of X4 coming and bringing it. You see what I'm saying? So you're right. And Khalid should have been letting Wack talk this whole time. Problem is he didn't, and he already told us what happened.
And I could overhear a conversation, and it might be about a motherfucker I know, and they like, yeah, we got this with such and such, we finna take it over here.
But
and he could have just been giving you a heads up on where your shit was at.
But whoever took it, if whatever exchange happened.
Okay, so it wasn't an alleged incident. You just confirmed that your jewelry got taken. Shut up, nigga. This is really bad, cuz.
The jeweler's missing that, and they got video footage of whoever went down there.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? But how would they know the jeweler to go to if you didn't provide them that information? Look at Wack. He's making this so difficult. He's making this so difficult.
And the jeweler got to make an insurance claim, and they got to make a police report to make that insurance claim on.
Why would the jeweler need to make an insurance claim and a police report for the insurance claim? A jeweler would need to make a police report if an item was stolen from their jewelry store. That's why they would need to make an insurance claim and a police report to accompany said insurance claim. But if your jewelry was taken off of your neck and brought to that jeweler and sold to that jeweler, who then in turn sold it back to you, there's no need for an insurance claim because that jeweler had been compensated. He compensated the initial individual, and then you compensated said jeweler for your jewelry back. There's been no crime that the jeweler has been a victim of that would make him to have to file an insurance claim and file a police report. You fucking snitching ass liar.
Whatever item that they got missing, I would assume they got footage of whoever's down there doing that.
And even with
whatever item they got me, no, the nigga didn't, the item wasn't stolen. X4 brought it to the jewelry store. You got it from the jewelry store after you exchanged money with the jeweler for it. There's nothing missing out the jewelry store. This is really bad, y'all. Let me know in the comments how bad y'all think this is. 1 to 10, please.
That, the person that walked it in doesn't necessarily have to be the person that committed the actual crime of getting the jewelry.
Straight up.
You know
True. Wack, you're trying really hard. The nigga already said too much, though. He already talked way too motherfucking much.
So a lot of people will get some shit, and then they'll take it to some other people and be like, hey, I'm trying to get this off. That second party ain't got to know where it come from.
Right.
They could be like, shit, I know somebody that'll buy it, but I need a cut. You know what I'm saying? So now he has to prove what his, I'm taking it that this jeweler's film or video shows a certain person, and he got to prove how did they come into your possession. He can't deny possession, but he could deny the one that was actually committed to act of getting the.
What I think is important though, because
Wack's trying so hard, and now this nigga finna talk about something totally different. Wack's trying so hard, right? So hard. Now, of course, a fence. You can have a fence. That's what's called a fence, right? Where you come up. When I used to be running around LA, we used to fuck with the Armenians. You feel me? Pull up, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Got this, got that, got boom, boom. Now, whatever he took, he did with it now. He might say, let me take this. All right, feel me? I'm finna go see what I can get. I'll be back at you. Or he might say, bust a nigga down right there, and then he go do whatever he do with it after that. We don't know what he got for it. You see what I'm saying? That's offense. Which is still a crime because you're doing receiving stolen property. Still a crime. Minimally, his cooperation with law enforcement will minimally implicate X4 in receiving stolen property, minimally. But we know it's for the whole thing. It's for the whole shebang.
the narrative is like, oh, this person is facing life because of me, right? The DA
didn't say nothing.
Yeah, I ain't say nothing. There's no paperwork on me.
But then how does he have charges?
Adam asked the right question, but then how did he have charges? X4 is facing life because of your direct cooperation with law enforcement, Khalid Brooks. Facts.
This person is facing life because of me, right? The DA
didn't say nothing.
Yeah, I ain't say nothing. There's no paperwork on me.
But then how does he have charges?
The DA told me, what you did don't even matter. Like, your situation doesn't even matter. He's facing these other cases.
Do you understand that Adam just asked the $1 million question and that nigga just act like that didn't happen? One more time. That was unbelievable. One more time.
Ain't nothing. There's no paperwork on me.
But then how does he have charges?
The DA told me, what you did don't even, right? The DA
didn't say nothing.
Yeah, I ain't say nothing. There's no paperwork on me.
But then how does he have charges?
The DA told me, what you did don't even matter. Like, your situation doesn't even matter. He's facing these other cases that is really like the big shit for him. Like, you feel me? That's what the DA told me. They was like, yo, whatever going on with you don't really got too much to do with this other shit that he has prior. You feel me?
I think with a good attorney,
he just didn't address it. Damn. Listen, X4, let me say this to you, X4, right? I know you got, X blank on the face, and but your favorite color is orange, so that hovered up in you somewhere. I know you know. Damn, I made the wrong decision, man. I done went against my mama. I done went against Big Bro. I said, fuck the orange team. Got put on 4-0. And now the 40s is kicking it with the nigga that got me facing an L right now. I know you regret it. I know you regret it, X4.
and I've seen this before, dude could really plead down to receiving stolen property.
Right.
Because if ain't nobody saying, this is the dude that robbed me.
Right.
And let's say the jeweler's cameras have this individual bringing the jury in. Just because he's bringing in the jury,
Right.
doesn't mean he's the one committed to act of getting the jury.
Right.
And I think that's what his defense should be, unless he went in there and told the jeweler a story and the jeweler stories lining up with somebody, I don't think he did nothing crazy like that. Because if somebody called him, hey, bro, I got some jewelry, man, I need to pay some bills or whatever, he don't know.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Straight up. He
don't know. I mean, the studio, wasn't no cameras at the studio, right?
No, yeah, ain't no cameras.
So I don't know. It's up in the air, Flakko.
Right. At the end of the day, man, I don't wish no black men in jail, man. We need to come together, be together, man. We the same.
But what
free that man for real?
What part of Flakko's story do you think is incorrect? Because it sounds like he actually got all the details right, aside from him not telling. But the person who put that narrative out there was X4.
Adam is here to ask the real questions, right? And Wack is here trying to spin doctor to help this out as much as possible. This nigga too stupid for it. He just dumb, right? Adam, you can't keep asking it. You fucking it up, Adam. Niggas is trying to hurry up and paint the narrative and make X4 look. You see what I'm saying? You asking the logical fucking questions.
X4 did. See, remember I said X4's conversation is going to...
Look at Wack. Wack is trying his best right now. He's X4 and it's so bad.
Be in the court. I don't know why he got on that phone, because now he's saying you're telling, so now it come down to the DA's gonna say, well, what does he have to tell on?
Right. That
Now that's fair. That's fair.
That nigga told on himself. Ain't no one said nothing. Ain't no one said nothing to nothing. Like, and that's all paid. Like, you could go look. It's all public knowledge. You feel me? Niggas could go see it. Ain't no.
Because when Baby Runner saying, he like, look, bro, I don't know what them niggas got going on. Right? I didn't want him working around me. Bro acknowledged that.
Yeah.
They doing whatever they doing. Baby Runner told me, I told him, look, bro, which we understand because the shit was going on with 4 extras. Mm-hmm. Right? I don't want bro around me. He said he acknowledged that we can work, but we can't work over there. Maybe Baby Runner got some ties. Maybe he's invested over there. I don't know. Right? But why would Baby Runner stop his relationship with him when he's been working with him and he told him, hey, bro, I don't mess with dude. You shouldn't either. So now that whatever they got going on, Baby Runner, you ain't supposed to be around him. Mm. But yet he's saying they had to put, whenever they put out a subpoena to make you go to court, that's because you're not willingly, voluntarily going to court.
Exactly.
That means there's been some court dates and he ain't showed up.
I ain't answered the phone, nigga.
He ain't answered the phone.
Now you right. He's being compelled because at some point he became uncooperative. But they wouldn't subpoena him unless at some point in the investigation he was cooperative. Right? You're not going to get a subpoena if you've been maintaining nothing happened, no incident, I'm not a victim of any crime, I can't tell you nothing. If you've been uncooperative from the jump, they're not going to bother hitting you with a subpoena. They're not. If they don't have a victim and all they have him is him walking into a jewelry store with, if he walking into a jewelry store with jewelry and nobody reported it stolen, then you see what I'm saying? Now again, you could get your shit stolen. Like for example, if somebody come breaking your house, you make an insurance claim. Now again, the jeweler wouldn't do this. You, the victim, would do this. And you go, okay, boom. Hey, I'm making an insurance claim. I'm what you call it? I'm making an insurance claim. And in order to make the insurance, they want you to file that police report. You're filing a police report that, hey, my shit got broken into. You're not, pointing your finger at nobody, nothing like that. Hey, somebody broke in my shit. I don't know who it is, right? So then the jury's hot. And now the jury gets brought into the motherfucking whatchamacallit. And then now, okay, boom, we got this hot jewelry that it then came up. Now the police come and investigate. Okay, boom, this that hot jewelry that we've been looking for. Okay, let me see the footage, your security footage, who brought it in. Okay, we finna go get them. Now that ain't really got nothing to do with you, right? Here's the problem. You didn't say you made an insurance claim and had to make a police report because you had to make an insurance claim. You didn't say that. You said that X4 let you know where it was at and you went and bought this shit back from the jeweler. No insurance claim, no police report. Because if you made a police report indicating that your jewelry was stolen, you wouldn't have had to give the motherfucking jeweler a goddamn dime. Legally, the jeweler would have had to get that back to you because the jewelry was hot. You see the game that's being played? All right, cool.
They done showed up already, left a card, we need to talk to you, nigga. I ain't call them, showed up, nothing. Nigga, they came and grabbed me, nigga. They came and grabbed me, nigga, and took me. They said, well, you don't got to testify, but you got to show up. Your body has to physically be in court.
So they took you, they cuffed you, took you in the cuffs.
Yeah, they cuffed me and took me. They took me, made me go.
To the court?
To the court.
And then after court released you, let you walk out?
Yes. Walked me out, and then there's a picture on the internet of me getting walked out with the police, and the narrative is that I went to court to snitch.
I need that picture.
Well, but there ain't no paperwork.
But if I'm not mistaken, X4 is not being charged with shooting Lil Yee, right?
I'd never heard of that.
That's originally from Flakko's
that's
video.
Flakko,
although I'm pretty sure that if you were to
Flakko special.
go look at the date and everything, I'm pretty sure that shooting would line up with the date that
I think everybody just tying all whatever bro got going on together into one story.
That's possible.
Yeah, I've never heard of Lil E, or I've never heard that somebody got shot that night. Yeah, or a shooting was even.
Yeah, I ain't never met bro. I ain't never seen bro. I don't.
Wasn't no need to show. Khalid Brooks tore it right off. Cud gave it right up.
Yeah, so listen to me. If he's at the damn studio. And he's saying he ain't never met or seen this Lil E dude.
Ever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking he would know if something happened at the studio.
Yeah, that gotta be some other story tied into whatever the fuck going on.
Flakko got reach, man.
Look at this. Bay Area rapper Lil Yee, aka Stacy Gilton, was shot twice in the chest during an armed robbery at an East Hollywood recording Melrose. Well, if it was on Melrose, then that's definitely not the same studio.
That's not the same studio
that we're talking about. The incident occurred around 10 p.m. at a studio on Melrose Avenue.
Yeah, so it could have easily been a conflation of the two stories. But definitely Khalid Brooks cooperated to some degree against X4, just based on what he said out of his own mouth and the facts that X4's in jail.
Did it fuck you up because you're out here, and even though you're not a gang member or whatever, the whole telling thing could obviously kind of affect how people view you. And then all of a sudden you got these allegations. You got big YouTubers like Flakko putting these type of allegations out there all willy-nilly.
Man, the world hated Jesus, man. they gonna hate you regardless what you do. And people gonna talk about you no matter what. You feel me? And at the end of the day, that ain't stopping me from nothing. You feel me? I'm still gonna make beats. I'm still gonna progress. I'm still gonna be successful. You feel me? I know my heart, who I am. I ain't do no shit. You feel me? A certain individual did some shit for nothing, and it's unfortunate. You feel me? And that's just that. Like, that's just that, bro. I ain't worried about who ain't with me for something they don't know the real truth on.
So did the DA like kind of like issue any threats? You know what I mean? On if you don't show up.
They told me that before. They said if you don't come, we finna put a warrant out and come get you and make you come. And make you testify.
But you know you got the your Fifth Amendment right.
Right.
They can't make you say nothing.
Right.
Make it
I
bring your body in
I
there.
told them that. I said, I'm not saying nothing. Why y'all need me to go? They're like, look, we can't make you say nothing. They even said that. That's your Fifth Amendment right. Yeah. You don't have to say nothing, but we need your body here. The judge needs to know that you're in the building in case they need to speak to you. But I'm not saying nothing. Like,
you know what I think is going on? Because the only real connection, right, is the jeweler. You got the jeweler in the middle, and he said he had to pay to get his jewelry back, right? And then you got the jeweler on the other side, who I guess he paid for the jewelry, right? And allegedly, it sounds to me like X4 is the one on the camera. But
I have no idea.
Allegedly, it gotta be, it's what they gotta be using.
Yeah.
But
that would be a bad look if he did that.
But here's the thing.
That's for sure. Have your homie do that.
But this is the thing. even if X4 is the one on the camera,
Right, that doesn't necessarily.
that doesn't mean that he's the one that went and actually did the robbery.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? That
I don't know
means
nothing
that
about
he
no
brought
robbery.
in the jury, which at worst, he didn't know, all right, that's a receiving stolen property. But the only way that they could put a armed robbery on X4 is if the person whose jury it is, right? And I think, why did dude give you the jury? Was he the one made the jury?
Yeah.
So that jeweler made your jury.
Yeah.
So,
And then someone came in and sold it to them.
Right.
and did he?
I was notified that my jewelry was at the jeweler who sold me my shit.
Or somebody told you that?
Yeah.
Cool. So
I was notified about that.
Nigga say he was notified. Somebody. You already said in the beginning of the video, X4 told you.
this is how he gets there. So the jeweler is not fighting it being your jury because he made the jury for you.
Yeah, he know it.
Certain people made my pieces. They know I
Yeah.
was
It's kind of a shiesty jeweler if he'll make it for you and then buy it from someone else who comes in with it, right?
Did he?
That's my kind of jeweler. What's his IG?
Call and let you know, hey, bro, your shit's here?
No.
Told you after?
I called him and let him know once I was notified that my shit was there. You feel
And
me?
what, did he deny it?
He didn't deny it at all. He was like, oh yeah. He's like, oh, let me call and see what's going on. He was trying to get to the bottom. He was trying to figure out what was going on. You feel me? And that was it.
He knew. I mean, he knows his work,
Yeah.
right? So at the end of the day, I'm gonna be real. If X4 got half a decent attorney, and he's not saying this person is the one that robbed me, okay. If they have him on camera, because I'm trying to figure out like what's the only way they could arrest X4. Is it got to be him or got to be the jeweler when he went and filed his claim with the insurance?
Khalid, man. You had Wack 100. If anybody's there to make it look good, make it stick, it's that guy, man. And you round your mouth, he got to file the insurance. Why would he have to file insurance for jewelry that he bought off a nigga and then sold to you? Why? I know Baby Runner, this nigga probably cranking out fire beats. Wack, you probably want him to go lock in with Blueface. He making fire beats. Cub foul though. West Side Hoover Street. Cub foul.
He may ask to make a police report. The first thing the police gonna say is, we want to see the tape. Right? Look at the tape, they ID. Hopefully X4 utilized his Fifth Amendment right, didn't say nothing. But okay, even if it is, I haven't seen any tapes. If that is him at the jeweler, and the jeweler says, I received this jewelry from this individual, and identifies X4. Let's just say that's what he did. That still doesn't mean X4 was the one that committed the armed robbery.
You're right. But they know X4 was the one that committed the armed robbery because this nigga told him.
Right.
At best, he came in and maybe it's receiving stolen property. A lot of people do, hey bro, I got this for sale. I'm trying to sell this. And he probably didn't know. It's a good chance he didn't know where the jury originated from.
Yeah.
Right.
So
I agree.
and you're pretty much saying they had to really come cuff you,
Yeah.
and take you in there. And when you went in there this last court date, you wasn't even asked any questions.
No. No, nothing. Nothing.
DA didn't pull you to the back, ask you for those statements?
Nope. I was in the DA office. They said, just wait. You might not have to see the judge, blah, blah. And then she's like, all right, the judge want to see you. I'm like, what you mean? You said I didn't have to see the judge or nothing. And she's like, no, it's good, blah, blah. She's like, I'm just going to have the judge tell you to come back on this day unless the DA advises you not to, which you don't have to come. You don't have to show up. X4's facing previous cases that will...
Maybe he got some joint suspension or some probation violations, but they pretty much saying, you're saying they telling you this situation that they're trying to tie you into.
Affecting, bro. Yeah, it's not, yeah.
What don't make sense with that, then why the hell they going through so much trouble to pull him in?
Exactly. If that case wasn't affecting, why the fuck would they be hard pressed to get you to show up to court, stupid?
I think somebody told them. Because I saw the way that like a couple people reacted in the group chat where Flakko put that video up, and it was kind of like, oh shit, Flakko said the quiet part out loud. Like a bunch of people had heard this story.
He was definitely told the story. For sure. Flakko's not just running around South Central streets hearing shit. He wasn't a co-defendant riding with X4. Somebody gave him that information. Maybe multiple sources. Maybe he conflated a bit of two different stories into one and got some details incorrect. But it seems as if it's very consistent with whatever the fuck Khalid Brooks told the police.
But nobody had put it together in a YouTube video.
So I think the key point with you, because I'm going to be real, not saying you are, the telling aspect of shit don't affect nobody these days, as far as I'm concerned. But to clear your name up, because Flip name is cleared, Baby Runner's cleared, he ain't had nothing to do with nothing.
Right.
And Baby Runner's gonna maintain his relationship with you because you guys already got a working relationship.
That's the point right there. In order for Baby Runner to look justified in maintaining a working relationship with Khalid Brooks, we have to make it look like Khalid Brooks is not cooperating against a homie from Baby Runner's hood. Simple. That's what all this mob action is about. It ain't clean shit. I made a bigger mess if you ask me.
And you chose to like, Baby Runner, I hear you, but I ain't got nothing to do with y'all neighborhood shit. Me and X4 working the project.
Right.
If it's a problem with being here, I just go work with him over there.
Right.
I don't see where X4's conversation on the phone with the ET dude has any merit.
ET dude? How dare you?
What's wrong with that?
No wrong with that. Adam E.T. G to the H though.
Khalid, anything you want to shout out? Anything we need to know about what you got going on? We're glad that we were able to get a little bit of clarity. Hopefully people are able to read between the lines a little bit. My boy didn't want to air out every last detail, but...
Yeah, I was definitely able to read between the lines. Could tell it. Or at least told. Again, he didn't want to go all the way through with it, with the stand taking and all that, but could definitely gave information to law enforcement. There's no doubt in my mind. Again, let me know in the comments where y'all are at with it, if there's any doubt in y'all mind. That's been a No Jumper Rebound. It's your brother GRLA Hebrew. Make sure you log in with me all social media platforms. You feel me? Like, subscribe, and let's see how this shit play out. Because, again, definitely telling. Praise the Lord, I'm gone.